Girl, apparently it is true. It is there. Apparently, allegedly, girl, we might have a cast for the Real Housewives of New Jersey. And guess what? I already told you this a long damn time ago, but because no one went to listen to little me, then girl, But I have been telling you this tea for a very, very long time. But of course, until it doesn't come from like a big place, then no one believe it. But anyways, apparently we do have who is going to be returning for the Real Housewives of New Jersey, and we need to talk about it. But before we start, welcome back. I'm the Real Andy of Beverly Hills. Welcome to another piece of tea. If you are new here, welcome to Beverly Troop, where I keep it real and I mention it all, and I give you exclusive tea before it hits everywhere. It's up to you if you want to believe me or not. But anyways, if you're part of the old crew and you have not done it yet, go to the notification bell, turn it off and turn it on again until you are receiving every single one of my videos. All right, guys, let's talk about this mess because last week, or is it, I think last week, no, wait, I think on Monday, something like that. Andy Cohen did said that he had a meeting coming this week to discuss the actual future of the Real Housewives of New Jersey. We know that Bravo does not want to cancel the show. They just want to do a soft reboot, Atlanta style, which means fire almost everyone and only bring 2 or 3 housewives back, and kind of like give it a new blood, new life to the show, right? That has always been Bravo's goal. They don't want to cancel the show. They love the show. They love what it has been doing. Ratings have always been amazing. New Jersey has always been a staple, right, of the Real Housewives franchise. But it was all about like, what are we gonna do? It was getting too toxic, too dark, the obsession around Teresa Giudice was just getting to be too much. We have this housewife who just could not let go of the hate. And of course, with that comes the fans who were able to move on, right? Because we all know something about Real House of New Jersey, and is that the fandom is literally the most toxic fandom from the whole Real Housewives franchise and like Bravo franchise, and I think probably the whole reality TV franchise, because I have never seen so much hate than when Real House of New Jersey was on, right? But that also brings the views, the ratings, the advertisers. Like, we are passionate, basically. This is like our football. This is like our Super Bowl. This is what we want, right? Well, anyways, what are we gonna do? Who is coming back? Is Teresa Giudice coming back? Is Melissa Gorga coming back? Margaret Joseph? Like, what is going to happen, right? Well, according to Reality Blurb, they went ahead and they decided to put an exclusive, which is very weird for them, basically saying, that they exclusively now can reveal that they know the 3 housewives who are returning to the show, and that is a fact. I mean, I have to tell you, at least for me, when I give an exclusive, it's because I got my sources, high-end surface, surface, you know what I mean, Latino moment, sources that tell me stuff, right? And I know for sure that I can give this information. I don't like to, give exclusive that does not end up being true. So I tend to believe that, whatever blog or person that is actually giving an exclusive, they actually did their due diligence. However, this exclusive does align with news or tea that I have been giving you for months, since the last year, and that is that the 3 people who are officially returning to the Real Housewives of New Jersey are Dolores Catania, Melissa Gorga, and Teresa Giudice. Yes, because we cannot have Real Housewives of New Jersey without Teresa Giudice. Period. Dot. Okay. So, anyways, yeah, apparently they're saying that Bravo had the meeting, that Teresa and Melissa both have insane fandoms, you know, like a lot of people. And you can be a tree hugger or not or whatever, but you know that those two have a lot of fandom. Margaret Josephs, nah, toxic. Daniel Cabral, bye. What is the other one? Rachel Fuda, girl, bye, you know. The only one that I honestly going to be missing is Jennifer Aydin. But there's also no more talk about who else might be joining, you know, the show. And Jennifer Aydin, not only she's great for the show and great at reality TV, but she actually has a friendship with Teresa Giudice, a real friendship. So I don't know, but anyways, so those three are returning. Apparently the meeting was about like, we cannot choose. Like, if we fire Teresa, we're gonna lose more than half of the fandom. If we fire Melissa, we're also gonna lose a good chunk of the fandom, you know. And Melissa and Teresa did make up. You know, Joe Gorga and Teresa Giudice are back together as the family that they should always be, right? So it's kind of like working out. Now, I also heard, and this is like something that I heard, that Bravo is going to bring them back, but they also are making this condition of, first of all, we do not want the whole thing to be around your family anymore, which means the drama about, you know, Louis Rella and Melissa and Teresa, like that's done, you know. I mean, we have been doing that for like 13 years, 14 years. Like, we don't want that anymore, right? So we're probably gonna talk a little bit about it. We're gonna have to explore the reconciliation between the Gorgas and the Giudices and all of that, right? But they really want to explore also like new storylines and move in a different way. Hopefully they're able to do that, right? And apparently they're also gonna make them sign the same clause that the ladies from the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City had to sign for their new season that they're filming right now, which is the one that it's going to forbid them to share information with other people, or to alter storylines, or to discuss storylines that did not happen on camera. You know, they are really trying to tighten that up. And I think I did not agree on that on Salt Lake City that much, but I feel that New Jersey really need to do that, because honestly, like I said at the beginning, the fandom of New Jersey is extremely toxic, and there is a lot of people, or there were, you know, a lot of people creating fake, literally fake stories, helping other housewives, you know, and about other housewives, and just creating a lot of mess. And, you know, we cannot have a show like that. Look, I keep saying it's 2026, bloggers, media, podcasters, YouTubers, all of that is part of what it is right now. So to me, it's kind of stupid to think that they are not gonna be talking, because every single Bravo celebrity is talking to their favorite bloggers or podcasters or media, and it's still gonna happening, you know. So I think Bravo needs to like really step down from that cloud that they can control what people can and cannot say to other people, because literally that also move the story. Literally that also give them, you know, a little bit of like sauce to the whole thing. But I do believe that there needs to be some kind of control, you know, like leaking stuff that are not true, you know, or like actually bringing, you know, fake bloggers into, you know, the mix, or, you know, like all of that is just, it tends to be too much for me, you know. So I think it needs to find a good balance. Find the trustworthy bloggers, you know, call me, I'm always available to film. And you know, maybe you can do stuff like this, because I know they want to just give access to what they think they can control, which is like Tamara Judge, you know, and Tutis and a Pod, and Unreasonable Shady, and now the Humble Brag, you know, and like everything that is from the Bravo network, you know, because they think that they can control that narrative. But the fans are gonna start, and they already did. They already do with some of them. They already are like, yeah, I don't think that they're going to be really honest with this kind of people, you know. So they really, I mean, it's just the way it is. So you need to have that conversation of like, okay, you need to promote these shows. You need to go out there. You need to, I mean, Housewife and Bravo celebrities should be able to also speak their truth, because let's be honest, a lot of these, you know, editors and production companies, they just want to pay whatever, you know, they want to pay. But we also, like, we the viewers want the truth, what the raw real thing. You know, perfection is not something that we do anymore in 2026. So we want the messiness, we want the reality, right? So Bravo celebrities should be allowed to talk about what is happening to them, what is their side of the story, right? And it's up to us, the viewers, to see if we believe them or not. So to only put them on podcasts that only are going to be allowed to ask certain questions, it's just not good. You know, it's not good for anyone. So I don't know, let's wait and see how it goes. So now coming back to New Jersey, apparently that is the tea. Dolores Catania, I think she's amazing. She's very Switzerland, and I think she's also have a great friendship with both Teresa and Melissa. And you know, I think if this end up being true, you know, which I think it is, because that's the information that I got a long time ago, over and over and over, and now, you know, a big blog is revealing it, yeah, another Latino moment, you know, exclusively. It must be for something, right? Again, we just have to wait for Bravo's official announcement, or Andy Cohen's, you know, or the ladies, and we'll see what happens. So let me know what you guys think on the comments below. How do you feel about, you know, this decision? And if you're gonna get all the tea related to the Real Housewives of New Jersey or any of the other Bravo shows, make sure to like this video, share this video, subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you around. See ya. Bye.